why Shakyamuni Buddha has to refer to Amitabha Buddha in order to save one of his followers in jail. The queen was in jail because her son make evolution or something, and then etc., etc. Yeah, that's a long story. And she was in jail, and she was praying to Shakyamuni Buddha to save her, to help her. And then he appeared, not like, not physical, yeah, a light body, yes. Just like yesterday, some of your sisters say, I was behind her on the bus or next to the bus. I wasn't there. It was just light transformation, transcendental or light body, okay? Remind me, Amitabha Buddha, before I forget, because the calendar goes on. Amitabha, remember that? Remember, tell me if I forget. Because I'm on another subject now, which is related. Because you see, one thing leads to another, and I go on forever. Even it seems very long to you, but the information I give you is just this much compared to what I have, what I can access, and what I know. Like the transformation body, sometimes you see Master in your living room or in your bedroom or on the street, giving you sample booklet. It wasn't me. I'm not going out giving anything anywhere, anytime. It's not my job, okay? I don't have time to go out and give sample booklet or direct you to where you wanted to go. It was a transformation body. It was a light body. Master has many bodies, can manifest body anywhere when necessary. But it's not necessarily that you can see. Some can see, some cannot. Okay? That's all. But doesn't mean Master is not there. Now, Shakyamuni Buddha, of course, he has tens of hundreds of thousands of manifestation body or light body or transcendental body, meaning that body doesn't need to be in one place. It can go anywhere, transcend the time, space, and all obstacles. Yeah. So he used one of his transcendental body to manifest himself in jail, to talk to the poor queen. And it's a transcendental body. He didn't give the initiation there, of course not. Huh? That needs some physical instrument, okay? So he tell the queen to recite Amitabha Buddha's name. Yes, Amitabha Buddha is ancient Buddha, ascended Buddha already. So therefore, it's a different dimension. Her soul can access it, yes. But in this physical dimension, it is needed a physical instrument, okay? Otherwise, the Buddhas or the saints or, Master would just stay in heaven and just transmit information. Need a Master, physical one, to open the eyes, to open a true hearing organ so you can hear the celestial vibration, you can receive it. Not actually hear, because we don't use the ear. It's just in this physical world we have to say that we hear the inside sound. We see the inner light. But actually we don't see because the eyes are shut. You just use the inside eye, the true eye. And when we so-called hear the inner sound, we use a true ear. And the Master can open that. A Master in the physical body and use another physical body even can do. But must have a physical body. So the Buddha has to manifest himself with his transcendental body to go into jail, because he cannot go in physically, even if he wanted to. Yeah, the queen is not allowed to see anyone, least of all the Buddha. Yeah, the prince did not want that. Yes, didn't want her to have any comfort of any kind, physically, mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually. Was a very bad son. Some former enemy or some bad affinity. It's not necessarily the prince's fault. It just had to happen that way. For example, one time one of the king, He wanted a son so much, yes. And one of the yogi who was alive promised to be his son, yes. But the king forced him to die quick so that he can have the son quickly. And the yogi told him, if you force me like this, I'm going to be your enemy. If you force me to die before my time, I'm going to be your enemy, and etc., etc. Many other things happened. Very bad for the king, but he did not listen. The king did not listen. Therefore, the prince, after he's born, grown up, turned out to be the king's enemy. Okay, huh? Yeah, for example, like that. So now, maybe it's the same story. It doesn't matter. I just want to point out to you that everything should be in a natural process and not being forced to happen. Yeah? Otherwise, things will turn out not as we wish, but maybe the opposite result will come out. So the Buddha manifested himself into the jail and talked to the queen, telling her that in this situation, she should be patient and be more inward, more spiritually inclined. Don't worry about the outer situation because it doesn't help. And whatever happened to you in this physical life, even if it's painful, sorrow, or happiness or wellness, it's transient, temporarily only. So not to worry about it, be calm, have peace, be forgiving, and concentrate on now of the instruction that the Buddha tell her that she should practice all the time. And take the time that she's in jail, that she has no responsibility, and nothing can harm anymore, yes. So she take the time to practice the Amitabha method. So the Buddha has told her how to recite the Amitabha Buddha's name and how to imagine the Amitabha Buddha's land, how beautiful, etc., etc. Every day she has to imagine that in her mind and recite in his name continuously without any interruption, without any other thought, as much as she can, until she has only that name and all these beautiful Amitabha Buddha's land in her mind, nothing else. Yes. Then even if she dies, she goes straight to Amitabha Buddha's land and nothing can happen to her. Yes. All right, so the Buddha said this and that. Now you understand why the Buddha did not tell her, because she wasn't initiated. And this is a transformation body only, yes? Number one. Number two, Shakyamuni has not much affinity with her in the past. He has seen that she has affinity remotely, far, far, eons, kalpas of time that you could not even name, you couldn't even count. She was having some good affinity with Amitabha Buddha when he was physically in some planet, not necessarily on this planet, other planet. Otherwise, the Buddha would have told her, maybe recite Kuan Yin Bodhisattva name, maybe recite medicine Buddha's name. There are many other Buddhas who could help sentient beings as well, yes. But through the transmission of the physical Buddha is more efficient, yeah. So even if, for example, if the master told somebody to recite the Buddha's name, then the master has charged that Buddha's name with his or her power. Therefore, when the person recited, it's different than when he just read in the book and happen to know Amitabha Buddha name and recite.